Boom, what's up, Wanderers? We're here for another one-take bag review like we always do, and this time we've got another special $30 Amazon bargain find. You know I love getting those cheap bags off Amazon, see if I like them, see if there's anything worth keeping in that whole bunch. There's definitely some unique stuff out there, and this one falls into that what is that category. We have a big rectangle here. This bag comes from a brand called HK Knights. HK like Hong Kong, Knights like medieval swords and shields. I don't know if this brand exists anymore, and I don't know if you can ever find this bag again. Who knows? But I wanted to show it to you because I do like to show you kind of unique bags that they do different things than maybe you've seen some other bags, and I think there's some stuff in this bag that some of today's bag makers could take a peek at and incorporate into some of their designs. I think it's pretty unique. So you know what we do here. We always do an exterior walkthrough of the bag. We do an interior walkthrough. This one's going to take a second for that. There's a lot of pockets on this thing. And then we do two things that I love about the bag, two things that not so much, and an overall recommendation. If you can find this thing, should you buy it? All right, let's dive in. Okay, exterior. This is a really heavy nylon material. Feels like an old school Samsonite suitcase. You have a grab handle up top. The little pads don't come on this bag. I added these, the little kind of grip pads. There's a handle on the side and a handle on the top. There's 3 front pockets here that I'll show you here in a minute. And I should say the zipper pulls I added as well. There's a pretty chunky zipper pull on here, but I added a little bit more yellow flare. You can get these kind of zipper pulls. If you're ever unhappy with the zipper pulls that come on your bag, you can get these in almost any color off Amazon for like 20 for $6. So I always like to kind of color match the interior of the bag, and just adds a little bit of extra customization to any bag that I've got. All right, what's going on the back here? Well, a couple of things. We've got a luggage pass-through, kind of made out of seatbelt material. It's pretty nice. And then you can also tuck the backpack straps into that luggage pass-through and convert this into a briefcase style carry. Easy for me to say. You can do this as a backpack, as a briefcase, or as kind of a sling. You can hook one of the backpack straps around to the other side of the bag and turn it into kind of a de facto sling. All right, so that's the exterior of the bag, and it's definitely an interesting form, isn't it? Not too unlike the Nike Utility Elite bag that I did a review of recently. But let's dig in and talk about the actual interior and all the pockets going on this bag. So first off, on the front, we've got a big, long, tall pocket, and this is your drink pocket. I've used this as a drink pocket. I've also used it for storing an umbrella. I've used it for storing a battery backup pack and cord. So very usable pocket right there on the front, and easy to get to a drink, although you are very limited in the specific shape of the drink that you can get into that bag. I carried a Swell bottle in this bag. Up top, you've got another pocket, and you can see it halfway zips, and it's just a really useful pocket. There's not much to it. There's not much to any of these front pockets. They're just really useful. And you've got this kind of yellow interior on the pocket again. And then another pocket that is kind of hard to open because it butts up against this other pocket. It's not a huge deal. It's an exact replica, so these two are completely the same pocket. It is just a pocket. And it is zipper, so I do appreciate that it's not like some Velcro flap. These are all zippered pockets. They're not waterproof. They're not YKK. They're just zippers. But I've had no issue with them. Let's talk about the main compartment of this bag now. So it zips, you can see, most of the way down the bag. And we got a lot going on in here. So we've got a bisected kind of webbing here on the inside with a bright yellow high contrast interior. And then on the back side, we've got a lot. We've got a slip pocket that is kind of tablet sized, another slip pocket, a key dongle, 4 little pin pouches, and this is, you can see, a zippered pouch that you can toss things into with mesh on the front. All right. I should also say that there is, I didn't even mention it, a USB port on the outside of the bag. And so you can keep a backup battery in here and run a cord to the outside of the bag, charge without taking the bag off or opening it up. So really interesting utility in here, I think. And I love the choice of the really insanely bright yellow. It definitely gives this bag a unique vibe. All right, let's open up the back compartment and see what's going on in the back. Laptop sleeve, right? Well, yes, and more. So we got a lot going on back here. So we've got a pocket on the Velcro flap that covers the laptop. Then we've got the laptop sleeve that holds up to a 17-inch laptop, a tablet sleeve right here, 2 more mesh pockets, and then a drop pocket on the front there. That's a lot. You get a lot for your money with this bag, and a lot fits into this bag. So I was shocked when I got this bag at how much storage I was getting for the price that I paid, which was $29. Yeah, and I've done a lot with this bag, you can see, over the years. I've tossed on some iron-on patches, I've colored it up, and I've frankly just beat the hell out of it because it's a $29 bag. Who cares? I like this bag so much that I bought a backup. You can see over here the unadjusted version of this bag. No yellow handles. The HK logo is still on it. I scraped that off of this one because who the heck is HK and who cares? So this is an interesting bag. 2 things I love about this bag. Well, you know where I'm going with this. I love the pockets. The amount of pockets and storage on this bag that is usable and useful is really cool. So love the exterior pockets and love both sections of the interior. Pretty dang neat. Yeah, I love it. So that's the first thing that I love. The second thing that I love is their bold use of color. I added some more color because I think it's the kind of defining characteristic of this actual bag is this bright yellow. I think it's great. You don't see it a lot on bags, especially unknown maker bags in this price range. You don't see bold choices. You usually see just slap together nylon as fast as possible, but it's a lined interior with a bright yellow lining. I think it's really great. So those are the 2 things that I love. What do I not love as much about this bag? Well, there's a couple of things. First off, these pouches, and there's 4 of them throughout the bag. I would love to see these be a little tighter, and I'd love to see them zip shut instead of just being drop pockets, because there is a lot of room on the top of this bag, and sometimes you're carrying it as a briefcase, which means things can slide out. So they should have foreseen that, and they should have put a zipper across the top of this bag. That's one thing that I would adjust if I could about this bag. The second piece that I would adjust if I could about this bag is that the straps themselves and the back of the bag, when you wear it as a backpack, there's nothing in terms of extra cushioning or airflow back there. So it's not great when worn as a backpack. I almost wish it was a messenger or briefcase rather than a backpack or briefcase, because they didn't do anything back here besides just a big black panel. I could quibble with some other choices, like could they have added a side entrance to pull the laptop from the side, etc. But honestly, it's a $29 bag. I'm getting more than my money for $29. So this brings us, I guess, to the awkward part, which is I do recommend this bag. I think it's awesome. I wish some of our bag makers today would go a little bit less minimalist on the exterior, and let's call this maximalist. This is a really interesting bag visually. I love how it looks, I love how it feels, and I love the bold choices that the designer made. So should you buy it? Yeah. Can you buy it? Maybe not. So I'll do some looking. I'll put any place that I can see this bag into the video description, and I hope you can get your hands on one, because it really is a pretty dang neat bag. All right, you guys, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this truly unique bag. And sometimes we do that. Sometimes it's not a bag that you can just click the link and purchase, but I want to show you a little bit of everything from out there in the carry and bag world. Thanks, everybody. If you liked this video, please make sure you like the video and subscribe for more cool and unique bags like this one. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.